What's going on, everybody? Ryan the Mighty Quinn here, the Cornerman _ MMA, with a good friend of mine, a longtime training partner, Walt Big Ticket Harris. How you doing, man?
I'm good, brother. Glad to see you again. It's been a long time.
Oh yeah. I'm so happy we were able to do this too. Like part of the reason I'm looking to do this is just reminisce and bullshit with my buddies from the gym and everything. So,
That's
um,
what's up.
speaking of which, I was trying to find older pictures of us, because they're all over. But the best one I came across was I remember when I fought in Russia. For some reason, I got really lean for that fight. And there's a picture of you like giving me a very sensual like rub on my ribs. And that's when I knew I was in good shape when you started doing that. So I was like, all right, here we
Oh
go.
yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good old
So
days.
what's going on with you? How's training going for you right now? I know we're going to talk about your training partner in a minute, but how's training going for you right now?
It's going good, man. It feels good to be back in the groove. I've been off for probably about a year and a half, I think, and just kind of getting back into it, man. I'm excited. Try to fight again in June and go from there.
Great. I was going to say when you're going to fight again, but speaking about feeling good, what's going on back there? Who's working on you? Give him a plug.
This is my boy Romo, man. One of my training partners. He's hooking us up with the PT. I got my boy Mikey Rod in here getting some PT somewhere over there. Just
Nice.
trying to do some body maintenance, man. You know, when you get older, you got to take care of yourself.
Oh yeah. Less is more, and you got to do that post training. It's
Hundred
absolutely
percent,
true. It's
100%.
yeah. Even like I notice even now if I drink too much soda one day, I wake up the next day and my back is completely stiff. Like
Yep.
you're not bulletproof anymore.
No more. It's over
Yeah.
with.
So yeah. So all right. Well, that doesn't always happen with regular soda, just diet. But no, anyway. But so you're training with Jon Jones for his fight with Cyril Gahn in a couple of weeks.
hmm
I saw it on social media. Um, I'm really intrigued with like as much as all of us the light heavyweight Jon Jones, the heavyweight Jon Jones. Um, how's he feeling? I know I have specific questions, but overall, how is things going? Have you trained with him prior? Have you trained with him before this
No,
fight?
we've been friends for a long time. We've been trying to get this kind of off the ground, and it kind of just God does everything for a reason. It just kind of fell into place. So
Yeah,
um, it's something that we've been trying to do, and it couldn't have happened at a more perfect time for me and him. I mean, he's going up to heavyweight. I'm making my comeback. He's making his comeback. So it's kind of perfect.
love it. Awesome. So, tell how does it feel? You don't got to go over like what you're working on. I get it, but how does it feel working with he's the goat. To me, he's the greatest fighter of all time.
A hundred
How does
percent.
it feel? Like what don't you expect maybe now that he's a heavyweight? Like what are we looking forward to?
I mean, honestly, it's like beating a dead horse when you talk about his fight IQ. I mean,
Yeah.
it's out of this world, man. Like his mindset too is something that I haven't been around in my entire career. He trains like a champion.
Mm-hmm.
He pushes the whole group every day, whether we're on the match, we're off the match, and he's strong, man. Like I think people are gonna be pleasantly surprised by how well he handles himself at heavyweight. He's a lot healthier. He's not cutting. He's not starving himself. And like I said, the skills are still there. You know what I mean? He's just got more weight on him, more strength.
Yeah. It's funny, like me being the fight nerd that I am, like I know when everyone thinks of Jon Jones, they think of crazy throws he could pull off, body locks. They think of spinning stuff that he throws. But me,
hmm
like what I think John is so good at that he has literally done to everybody is his just the way he could just come forward and grab when you're up in your guard. Just grab your that forearm strength, that grip strength. What is
Yep,
that like now that he's walking around much heavier? That's got to
bro.
be crazy to deal with.
So so wrestling with him is like it's like jumping in a tornado, bro. Like
Hmm.
you think you've got one thing defended, and he's already two steps ahead of you. And you combine that with technique and strength. It's hard to stop. You know what I mean? I think that Cyril is in for a pleasant surprise. Like come fight night, I think that a lot of people are thinking that Cyril's too big. That's not the case. John's legit 6'4" and a half, 250 pounds right now, and he's solid. And it's gonna be fun to watch him go out there and do his thing on the fourth.
For sure. Yeah, man. Like, and when you could do something like that, first of all, anyone who doesn't appreciate how hard that is to just be able to grab someone in a boxing stance as forearms, you got to go try it. Because when people are moving around, it's not, and then on top of that, when once you do that, you can immobilize so much, and that's why,
Exactly.
like, I just, I can't wait to see it. Like
He,
I can't wait to see it. And like yourself, you're an athletic heavyweight. I love that this fight's going to be two athletic heavyweights going at it, and to see what Jon Jones is now that he's a heavyweight. And I know personally, like depending on like weight cuts, whether they're bad, like your not your mindset, but like your your lack. I can't think of the word, but like your ring presence is just so much calmer and cooler when you had a good camp. And it sounds like from
mhm.
what you're saying now, he's not starving himself. This is going to be a different 5 rounds, Jon Jones. We're going to see.
100%. And that's the thing. He can go. I mean, every fight he's had for the last, what, 12, 15, 13 years has been 5 round fights. So the cardio is there. You combine that with his strength, his skill set at heavyweight, it's a problem. And I think that people, like I said, are going to be pleasantly surprised because he's still the same guy. He's just carrying a little bit more weight, and he's adapted to that weight. We put him in situations where he's had to, and
Hmm.
he's shown up, bro. Like he's ramping up now. It's almost like, man, we get done with practice, we're ready to go home. He's like, let's do a little bit more, and I'm just like, oh shit, like he's in go mode right now. You know what I
He's
mean?
got some
I mean,
energy
he's got a
too.
lot to prove. He's got a lot to prove, man.
Yeah, yeah, he does. I know. Yeah, people are. Yeah, I mean, we don't got to get into what people think of him with all that stuff, but yeah, there's definitely that's going to be on him with the spotlight. I think he's handling this camp very well. I saw his comments with Daniel and everything. I think that's
Hmm.
great. I can't wait to see this comeback. I know me personally when I went up in weight. I mean, it's a little different, I guess, from lightweight to welterweight, but I know that like whatever I lost in maybe coordination or agility, so to speak, I brought up with horsepower. So him
Mm.
already being a much more athletic person, I can't wait to see the horsepower he has with both his power as well as his clinch game.
Yeah, his speed is still there, man. Like his blast doubles, his singles, everything is still the same. It's just he's got more strength behind it, so you got to defend it harder. And he can go. And when he's ready to turn his step on the gas, like fourth and fifth round of sparring with him is hell, bro. Because like you're already tired, and he's like, all right, I'm just getting warmed up. It's like, oh shit, here we go. You know what I mean? But I think that that's gonna show itself on fight night is that he's a dog.
Hmm.
It doesn't matter where the fight is or where the fight has to go. He can go there, and he can push the pace in any position. So Seal's got a big task on his hand. You know what I mean? I know he's a natural heavyweight, whatever. But John's been training with heavyweights his whole career. You name him, Orlovsky.
Hasn't Gain didn't Gain fight at 205 at one point too?
I'm sure he did. Yeah, I think he did early in his career or kickboxing
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah,
But
yeah.
like I said, it's a. I think a lot of people are putting a lot of onus on the old John's coming up, but John's been training with
Mhm.
heavyweights his whole career. Like so,
Yeah,
I don't think it's like a big shock to him. I think he's taking it as a challenge. He got tired of fighting at 205 because he was beating everybody, and there was no fear in the fights for him. There's a big fear with
right.
Seal gone. You know what I mean?
I was thinking too. I feel like because I know he fought Parker Porter 15 years ago, maybe even
Hmm.
more. I was wondering if that fight was at light heavyweight or heavyweight. I'm not sure. I think Parker did fight at 205 for a little while, but like,
I
yeah,
think.
John
Hey,
is a big
let
dude.
me ask Mikey because Hey, Mikey, did John fight Parker Porter at 205 or heavyweight? Was it 205? Yeah, it was 205.
It was 205. Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah.
So it didn't slip me. I like hearing that you're wrestling. I like hearing that you're wrestling. Are we hitting takedowns or what?
Yeah, bro. John showed me some. Ooh, I can't wait, bro. I got another couple back things in my bag, man, that I'm excited to bring out like my next fight because like
All right.
I've always
So,
like
so what?
wrestled in the background, but like I'm
If the
more
over
confident
under
in
for
it
your
now.
fight is like is like 2.5 takedowns, I'm gonna put it on the over then.
There you
And
go, because I'm telling you they're coming, bro. Like I'm so confident in them now. He showed me how to set them up off my hands and different
yeah.
strikes. Oh, it's gonna be nice.
That's the thing, man. That's why I say all the time, like athletic people, as long as you have a good level change, you could wrestle in mixed martial arts, and you do. Like that's why I say that all. It's like it's like everything else. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's you find different ways to skin the cat in MMA. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I'm glad to hear that though. So I'm really looking forward to it. Walt, thank you so much, man. I definitely want to
Thank
have you
you,
back
brother.
for your next fight. Definitely want to stay in touch. I miss you, and
Miss you too, brother.
appreciate you. Looking forward to his fight as well as yours coming up, hopefully this summer.
Yes, sir. It's gonna be on and popping, baby, and I'll be back on before I go in there. We'll chop it up.
Great, awesome. All right, have a good rest of the day.
You too, brother.